It feels like there's nothing in here. I really hope there's something in here. Do they have a name? Oh, it broke. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be testing out the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eyeshadow Palette. I did buy this on launch day at Sephora. I went to a Sephora, but I was in Florida on vacation, and I work during vacation too. I work during vacation, but I couldn't film it until today. Like, it is now almost a week later since it launched, but I'm really excited to test this out and tell you guys all my thoughts. But anyway, if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do a ton of colorful makeup looks. Today we're not playing with color though, because this is a completely neutral palette, totally unlike me, but it's okay. And yeah, let's get into this video. So this palette retails for $68. It is quite pricey for Patrick Ta, although Patrick Ta's prices are pretty high. Oh, I did forget to mention, I have my little Sephora bag here from when I went. I haven't been inside a Sephora in so long, by the way. Like, that was really interesting to go inside a Sephora, but I do have, it feels like there's nothing in here. I really hope there's something in here. Anyway, I do have two of the, what are they called? They are the, oh my gosh, what are they called? Do they have a name? Oh, here they are. Major Dimension Precision Gel Liner. I have the shade Black and I also have the shade Cream. So I attended his masterclass a couple months ago or a month ago. I can't remember exactly when it was, but he used the cream eyeliner on Patrick Star. He did it by accident. He's like, and someone called him out. Oh, what's that eyeliner you're using? Because it looked like his packaging. And he was like, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. That is an upcoming launch. And it was the cream one. And I'm in love with this one. It is really nice. I love using a cream eyeliner to open up the eyes. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to actually be doing two looks with the palette. I'm going to be doing a really smoky look on one side and then like a more natural look on the other side. Before I get into the actual demo of the eyeshadows though, I want to do some swatches and talk about the palette. This is the outer carton, as I showed you. This runs for $68. This is made in the USA and it has a 12-month shelf life. There are two creams in this palette, and then it also contains some velvety mattes, iridescent metallic shadows, and glistening pearl toppers. So I'm really interested because I love trying out eyeshadows from a brand, like if it's their first palette. Like, I want to see how his formula is. He is a makeup artist, a professional makeup artist. He works on celebrities, so I'm really intrigued on how this formula is going to be. I really hope to include this in my kit if I really like the formula. But on the packaging it says the luminous creams, iridescent metallics, glistening pearls, and velvet mattes in a single versatile palette. Wear alone or layer, blend, and contour to create the most multi-dimensional looks that go from day to night. Then it says, using a brush, apply eyeshadows and blend as desired. Each shade can be worn alone or layered together for optimal depth and dimension. I'm really intrigued by these creams. I really like that there's like a little door over here so the powder doesn't get in there. Very similar to his bronzer and blush packaging. It's so cute. Like, I love it, but I am a little worried because this is an eyeshadow palette. I'm worried that these are going to dry out quite a bit. I'm also not a huge fan of topper shades. I like metallic intense shades. When I first saw this color story, honestly, I did think it was boring. This is so not me whatsoever. I like the colorful looks. On the daily though, I do wear neutrals. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna go out with a purple smoky eye to the grocery store. Like, I don't do that. When I first saw this as well, I also thought of a bridal makeup, like me doing makeup on brides, but I don't know about these toppers. That's all. Okay, wait, first I need to put this on. Let me zoom you guys in. I've been handling the palette for quite a bit, like the last few minutes, and it's already super fingerprinty. I know this is like his style of packaging. I'm not a huge fan of it. It just gets really dirty. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And there are a couple of shades in here that remind me of the ColourPop mattes with a little bit of shimmer in them. And I'm not sure if my camera is going to be able to pick those up so you guys could see them. Here are the swatches. I am pretty happy with how they swatch. I think the mattes are very, very soft and buttery and smooth. The metallics are very nice, but there are only two metallics. I would have liked to see a few more, but I do know from Patrick Ta, like from experience attending his master classes, he does like matte looks more than shimmer looks. So I kind of did expect this from him. But the topper shades, I have to say, this palette is very innovative. First of all, with the cream shadows, there are multiple ways you could use them. You could use them as a base. It could completely transform any shade in the palette, to be honest. It can make it a little darker and a little bit more vibrant because because of that. And I also think you could use it as a liner. There are so many uses for those cream shadows. It is very innovative. I do like the toppers. They're a bit crumbly, just like the metallics, but they have just less pigment. It's really interesting. I'm excited to play around with this palette today. I'm going to try to create two completely different looks, but this color story is very, like, there are a lot of shades in here that look alike. So it's going to be kind of difficult to create two completely different looks, if you know what I mean, because there are just so many similar shades. I would have liked to see like maybe some cool tones mixed in here as well, because I think that would make the perfect bridal palette, because there are a lot of brides who prefer more of a cool tone look on their wedding day. But maybe that's in the future for Patrick Ta. Maybe he's gonna come out with like some sort of cool tone version of this. Okay, so I'm gonna start on this eye. My eyelids are already primed. I'm gonna start with like the more neutral, like everyday kind of look. So I was debating on how to use these cream shadows. Honestly, it's a little like, I don't know that this is like exactly for a beginner. I'm gonna be real honest, because I'm confused as to how to use this. And yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit, and you could use this to cut your crease too, man. That's like the cool thing. Hopefully it's not too dark, because I want to keep this a very nice everyday look. What I do want to do one day is actually just test these out on their own and see how they last and if they crease and like their longevity. But right now it's applying very seamless. I think it does like dry down to like almost a powder finish, to be honest. But I'm just gonna take this all over the lid and a little bit into the crease. I'll probably try to like blend it out a little bit. Honestly, this could be a beautiful one and done shadow. My hooded eyes make it difficult because it is kind of creasing there, but honestly my concealer slash primer was creasing. Also, if you hear rain, it's raining outside, apologies. Okay, so to continue this very simple neutral look, I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is the lightest matte. It is a little crumbly. There's a lot of kickback in that shade. Let's see how this blends over top the cream shade, because that's another thing I'm a little worried about. It did deepen out the crease a little bit. It is a little lighter than the cream shade, and it's actually looking darker. Why? I'm taking a Rephr 01 brush for this. Not the ideal brush, but honestly, I'm still unpacking my makeup for my trip, and I don't know where half my brushes are. Oh, this one might be better. Let's try this one. This one is the 27 brush. It's a little fluffier. Let's see if I can get this to be a little bit more blended into the crease. You know what? I'm going to go in with the lid shade because I want to set that cream. I think I'm going to take this shade over here. This is the matte that I was talking about that has a little bit of shimmer. I don't know. This is a very interesting shade. So I just want to see how it looks on the lid. Ooh, yes. That's a nice everyday shade, I think. That shade honestly has a lot of kickback in the pan. I don't know if you guys are going to even be able to see that, but there's a lot of kickback in the pan. I don't really see the sparkles all that, well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I kind of do. I'm not really loving this color combo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know. It's because I don't know how to use these cream shades. I'm really confused, okay? But I'm gonna take a little bit more of that original matte shade that I took and see what I can do to make this a little bit more cohesive, I guess, and just kind of blend that into the crease. This is a very nice everyday look, I guess. I don't want to use the same shades I'm going to use in the other eye. So you know what? I'm going to try the topper, this one over here, and see how that looks on the lid. Honestly, it's not going to show up with the brush, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, it does. Oh, that's pretty. So totally not an everyday look if you don't like sparkles, but I do, and they're pretty. I like this. On the inner corner, I'm going to take the shade over here. I keep thinking that they're named and they're not. So I'm also going to take that a little bit on the brow bone. That is a stunning. It has a little bit of glitter. It's one of those like mattes with glitter as well. And then a little bit on the brow bone. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the matte shade I originally took, and a little, you know what, I'll add a little bit of the cream shade first. Let's add the cream shade to tie it all together. It is a really nice formula. It doesn't feel sticky on the lid or on the eye at all. We're gonna move on to the other eye. I do want to try to use as many of the other shades as I can. I don't think I'll be able to use them all. We're gonna start obviously with the darker cream shade. That's gonna go all over the lid. We're gonna do a really intense smoky eye. This comes off on the eye a lot more warm tone than in the pan. I thought it was gonna be like a cool tone brown, but it almost looks like a reddish brown, and that's somewhat disappointing, not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to wing it out a little bit. I'm also just gonna right away take this under the lower lash line because I know I'm gonna do that. I'm a little nervous with how this is gonna turn out. It's gonna be okay, right? So I'm gonna take this shade right here and just blend out in the crease in the outer corner. hopefully this blends over top of the cream shadow quite nicely. Yeah, definitely the cream shadows come off much lighter than they look in the pan, and then when you go to add some other shades, it will make it a little darker, so just keep that in mind. I do want to deepen this out a bit, and then I'll take a different shade as kind of like the transition shade. Then I'm gonna take this shade over here, which is like the soft brown matte shade. That's gonna be my transition shade. Hopefully this blends out nicely. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. Oh, I love the smoky eye effect. Really nice. I'm gonna take this crazy metallic over here as the lid shade. It's a bronze color. Ugh, I love it. Let's see how it works with a brush. That is so pretty. I'm sold. Now I'm just gonna blend a little bit more of the dark matte shade into that shade. Then I'm gonna take the topper actually as the inner corner highlight, and maybe a little bit in the brow bone. I don't know, that might be a little too scary. That is so pretty. I could see this being a really beautiful topper, but I like that for the inner corner too. Like that iridescence is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara and lashes, and I'm gonna come back to talk to you about the eyeliners. I'm really excited. Okay, so this is the eyeliner packaging. They are $26 each, and they are made in the USA and have a 12-month shelf life as well. The directions say twist up and apply liner as desired. Be sure to replace the cap immediately after use. So twist up, I thought it would be kind of the same packaging as his lip liners. I don't know if he's changed the packaging, to be honest, because I bought his lip liner quite a while ago. I only have one though, and it's like the orange shade. It's so stunning. So this is the nude shade. This is the cream shade. This is the packaging, very Patrick Ta. It has that reflective packaging, and then all you do is twist it up like it says. I actually prefer this packaging, even though the other one is cute. It has like a button at the end. Like honestly, I've never seen anything like it. He's very innovative, like I said. So I'm gonna take this eyeliner on this eye, and it just really helps brighten up the eye, like open up the eye. Wow, that is creamy. I forgot to swatch it though. Let's swatch it though. Oh, it feels so creamy. This is the perfect nude shade. I love using these on a daily basis more than a black, I would say, because it just helps, you know, open up the eyes, like I keep saying. So pretty. I really like that. This formula is really nice. It actually like hasn't really even gone down. I usually prefer a sharpenable pencil because of like the fact that you can get the point as exactly as you would like it, but it's okay. I'm kind of okay with this packaging. I think it's cute. So I knew I wanted to get the cream, and I was like, I want to get one more just to test out one more. So I got the black, and honestly, I use a black eyeliner very rarely, but I use a brown liner like never. So I was like, of that, of the 4 options, black and cream were my go-tos. There was like another bronze one that's really nice, like, but I wouldn't honestly use that as much. Oh, it broke. The tip broke already. This is probably what we get for having such a creamy eyeliner. Oh, that sucks. That makes me so sad. But I'm just gonna smoke this on my waterline. I'll probably tightline with this one too, because I have a gap between my lashes. My lashes are playing me again. Like, I need to throw these out. I've been trying to salvage these. So I like taking my eyeliner a little bit under as well and smudging kind of like my whatever I took on my lower lashes as well. I'm just kind of like making it more cohesive. This is really nice though. It's really creamy, but I am worried about the twist up top and the fact that it's not pointy anymore, but it's okay. Let's take a little bit. The liners are a huge yes for me. Here's the thing. I don't know if these products are worth the price tag, honestly. These pencils are very pricey. $26 is a lot for an eyeliner where you could buy one from the drugstore that probably does something very similar. However, I do like the cream one a lot, the cream shade. The black is okay. I just rarely ever use black. It's really when I'm smoking out like my lower lash line. And I do use black eyeliner, I guess, in the tight line, but this one wouldn't really work as well because of the fact that it doesn't have a point anymore. So I don't know. These, I mean, I like them. I like the formula, but are they worth the money? I don't know. The palette, I also still have to keep playing with. I really wish I thought about this. I thought this through and actually use these in a different way, like from one another, instead of using them as a base for my shadow. But I really like the way these looks turned out. Very beautiful everyday look, I think. And then a really nice smoky eye using these shades. Is this palette worth the money? I don't think it is. I think you can buy a Natasha Denona palette, like one of the midi-size palettes, for $65, where you'll get a lot more shade options. Personally, I don't know if I would recommend this if you're on a budget, and just obviously, yeah, it's expensive. I can't say that this is like totally worth the price tag in my opinion. It's not completely like revolutionary, blowing my socks off, you know, type thing, but this is a very nice palette and I will definitely continue using it, and I'm going to be using it on clients. I feel like in the future for bridal looks, I think it'll look really, really nice as a bridal look. I wish this palette had a little bit more variety in tones because it's a really, really warm palette. There's a couple of cool tone shades, but they come across more warm on the lids until you blend them out. It is very innovative and I'm really impressed with Patrick Ta, and honestly he is a huge inspiration to me and I look up to him a lot, and he is what I aspire to be. Let me know what look you prefer. I don't know, I'm really feeling the smoky eye. I rarely ever do like a brown smoky eye, neutral smoky eye, so this was a lot of fun to do. Let me know what you guys think about this palette. Have you picked it up? Let's have a conversation. Let me know all the details, all the tea. And yeah, that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh wait, I haven't even done the swatches yet. I'm so silly. Okay, so so I don't know. I'm a little over here. Hold on, let me grab the other out. Oops. I just dunked my fluffy brush into the freaking cream shadow. So okay, so okay.